I mean, you've played golf with everybody, and you've had celebrity friends, or you've been out with celebrities all your life. I mean, Norman Wisdom, you were pals with Norman Wisdom.
Norman was wonderful.
The wonderful Norman Wisdom.
I was very lucky to play in the Celebrity Golf Tour, where we had footballers, cricketers, actors.
Cream of the crop.
Everybody from every aspect of every... and I could play a bit, and never won anything, but...
But I mean, even not just like Norman and all the people at the cricket and the golf and everything. I remember you meeting Tom Jones, and you've been sat at dinner and you say, here's Joan Collins at one side and somebody else at the other side.
Can I tell you a little story of Joan? Little things that I sometimes have to pinch myself. Things happen to me in my life. Yes, Tom Jones became a mate. I can say that. Christmas wasn't the same without Tom. The first time I ever met Joan Collins, which was wonderful, I sat down with her. She asked me about my background, as we are talking about. So I've been around for a long time. I've worked with lots of people. And Joan said to me, "Did you ever work with my ex-husband?" And I said, "No, I never did, but I was a big fan of his." And she said, "I've just done a movie, and I've sang one of his songs in the movie." I said, "Really?" She said, I think I've got the right song." She said, "Who can I turn to when nobody needs me?" And I went, "My heart wants to know, and so I must go where destiny leads me." And she went, "With no one beside me, and no star to guide me." And I went, "I'll go on my way." And everybody shut up. And I'm now sitting in a room... Duetting, singing a Tony Newley song.
Her ex-husband.
And I thought to myself, I wish somebody was filming this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, unbelievable. I know that for you, Matt Monro was a wonderful... Were you the most starstruck meeting him?
No.
Who is the most starstruck you've ever been?
I've never been starstruck.
Okay.
Except for once in my life.
And who was that?
I'll tell you the story. I've worked with so many big names that just people are people. But this did happen to me in Paris. We're in the George song. I got in the lift on my own in the morning. Rob was getting up at 1:30. I was coming in from breakfast. And this guy got in the lift beside me to my right. And he stood by the side of me. And the buttons are on my left. And I said, "Which floor, sir?" And he said, "The 4th. I said, "I'm on the 7th. And the door's closed. I thought to myself, I've got to speak to him. So I turned to him, I said, "When I'm in London, I live just below you in the Belvedere." And he said, "Really? Which floor?" I said, "The 15th. He said, "That's Robbie Williams." "Yes, of course, Robbie Williams is floor. You're his father." He said, "I've seen you on the television." I said, "I've seen you in a few things too." He said, and by now the doors opened. And he said, "Oh, it's so nice to meet you." And I said, "So nice to meet you too." And they went out and the door shut. And "That's Michael Caine."
Wow.
And I thought, wow.
I just picked that one up.
That was Michael Caine, yes. that was. And I went in Rose's bedroom and said, "I've just been talking to Michael Caine in the bedroom." In the lift. That was wonderful.
Yeah, that's some name, isn't it? You've been about a bit, Mr. Conway.
Yes, that was just a moment. Having said that, that was just a little moment in time. One of my lovely moments. I didn't do this once. I did this twice. Sat and drank. The first time he wasn't drinking. The second time he was. But when I was at Carmarthen, I was in the rugby club in Kidwelly, and I've had 2 occasions where I spent a couple of hours each time with Richard Harris. Richard Harris, he was just going up to do The Unforgiven after the first one with Clint Eastwood. And he told me all about that. He told me all about his drinking times. And the second time I met him, his brother had died, and he wasn't drinking the first time. I think he went back to drinking not as heavily as he was before.
Yeah.
But so that's another one of my little moments. But it wasn't so much starstruck then as he was just one of the boys in the rugby club, because he was. Because
you're both in your off time.
Yes.
You're not working. No. You're in a different environment.
I've been very lucky.
Relax,
when I think I watch the telly and I think, oh, I remember a night with him somewhere, and it's just, I've just been in the right place at the right time, I think.
And I think one of the later things that I've seen you on the TV is when you stepped in and you were a judge on the X Factor.
Now, that took me by surprise. That wasn't planned.
That was just another Rob moment.
That was a Rob moment. I've gone along with Rob, and he's sitting there, and the funny thing about it, I'm sitting with people, and this guy gave me a nudge. He said, "Rob's talking to you," and I was sort of watching.
You weren't paying attention.
No, and Rob said, "I'm going to dip out on this. I've had enough now. I'm going to ask my dad to come and be a judge," and it was
Tre
Amici, and they were excellent.
Yeah,
excellent. Yeah, they were indeed.
Yeah, from Hull.
Yep. Yeah.
Now disbanded, I believe.
Pardon?
Now
So I hear.
Yeah, they've disbanded.
They were excellent.
Yeah. Gosh, there's not much that you haven't done. Is there anything that you wished you'd done? Was there any little job on your bucket list, like you've done the Pantos, you've done the holiday parks, you've done a few world tours and Vegas, Palladium?
Yeah, I've been to a lot of lovely places that I wouldn't have been if I hadn't been in this business. I thank my lucky stars a lot. I'm very fortunate.
You are lucky because you did it first off your own back. You've done it on your own back. A lot of the things that you've done, a lot of nice things that you've done.
Sure.
And then you've had a second crack at the whip.
An extension to the situation,
by that little-known son.
By the little-known crooner.
Yeah, little-known crooner that nobody's heard of, Robbie Williams, yeah.
Yeah, and he's... I've got such a kick out of that, such a lot of pleasure. I remember he was doing the O2, and he got a circular stage. And being an old pro, I'm up in the gods somewhere in a room looking down onto the situation. Now, taking it out, there's a band. He's got 4 audiences, hasn't he, when he's on the floor.
And you don't want to turn your back on anybody.
No. And you got... It is so difficult. I mean, I've worked in boxing rings.
Yeah.
Where they've been
all behind you.
And I've been very much aware of the people looking at my back. And this quite got to me, this did. I'm looking down at him. He walked on, got on this circular thing in the middle of the O2. And I'm watching him working. And I'm thinking, Rob, you've been at that side just about long enough now. Now you need... And within seconds of me thinking it, he didn't just do it once. There's things you can't teach.
There's things you can't teach, and there's things that because you're connected, you're related, it's your son, you almost send that vibe. He knew himself, but you sent a vibe.
And I'm thinking, you're going to lose that. You'll never lose anybody.
You'll never lose them.
But you've done enough with them now. Go and talk to them.
Yeah.
And he did it, not just once. He did it. It happened so many times as he walked around. I thought to myself, you've been there long enough now, lad. And it was quite... There's things in this business you can't teach. Things you can. And some things... stage presence is something that you either have or you
You've got
don't.
it or you haven't.
And I've, without mentioning any names, I've worked with so many people that have it in abundance. Joe Dolan. Matt. Just by being there. Loved him.
Yeah.
And there's things that... and Rob's got it in buckets.
Yeah. I don't think there's anybody on the planet, really, honestly.
I don't...
That's got it like he has.
No.
You know, he just... From the moment he steps on, he takes control of the situation.
Sometimes I think, oh, my God. You've gone a bit too far there.
No, he's usually he's right. He's usually right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Usually proves you're right. You know that he knows what he's doing.
He's proved me right so many times throughout his life when he said, I'm going to do this, Dad. I'm going to leave school. I'm going to become an entertainer. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Just watch
me. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, just watch me.
And I remember saying to him, no, that can't happen. You need to do your apprenticeship.
But he obviously took the passion from you of the swing music, because when he did the Albert Hall swing when you're winning, just for me, that was one of the greatest things he's ever done.
It certainly was. It was amazing. It was. He just got so much going for him.
Yeah.
And they're my heroes, of course. Sammy,
Frank,
and Dino.
Yeah.
Just the governors. That was proper entertainment for me.
And that for you, obviously, the connection there with Vegas would be tremendous.
Oh, it was just walking in the place, just saying, Las Vegas is just...
Emotional.
Well, from Fegge's Miners Club to Las Vegas is quite a trip.
Yeah, it is, and you've managed them all and everything in between.
Yeah.
Gosh, and now you can
good.
sit and put your feet up for a little bit.
Yeah, I can't get them down.
We'll let you get them down.
Once I get them up, that's where they stay.
I could answer that, but I won't.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, but I mean, in this pandemic, obviously, Rob's over in the US and you're here, so you're just in touch every day and chatting and the kids and...
We FaceTime each other.
Yeah.
It's great now that you can do that.
It is. It makes a world of difference, doesn't it? Yeah, day or night, yeah.
He rang me last night and he got our drummer, Carl Brazil.
Carl Brazil. Wonderful drummer.
Oh, tremendous drummer. He's with him, so he's got his mate with him.
So he's got his mate on holiday, yeah.
So I was talking with Carl last night.
So, I mean, for somebody that tours so much and does so much recording, it's a long time for him to be in any one place for this long amount of time, you know, with the kids. Got 4 kids now, four children, so he's got his hands full, but so that's the wonderful thing of FaceTime, isn't it? And hopefully, if this pandemic calms down a little bit, you'll be able to get back together really soon.
Hopefully, for me, there's only one gig I would do again, and this is, and that's the Vale. If Rob does the Vale, hopefully I'll be fit enough.
You will.
To do it.
Yeah, of course. It'd be nice to go out with a bang to do it in
my
your
hometown.
You started here?
Yeah, started here 53 years ago.
53 years. It can't be. You don't look a day over 54.
Correct. Well, I was a child prodigy.
Child bride.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
There we are.
Yeah, you've done some stuff, kid. But we haven't talked much. Well, I mean, we've talked about your sport, but you do have a love of sport, don't you? What's your favourite sport?
Great. Well, cricket.
Cricket.
Has always been. I played cricket for a local team here. I played for Staffordshire when I was at school. I played for... I just played a lot of cricket. Then I got into the entertainment business. I had to stop playing. And a guy that I played cricket with at Sandyford went on to play for Lancashire in England. And I hoped that I would do the same thing. Ken Higgs, his name was. God bless him. And I thought I would be another one. Anyway, I had to stop playing because of becoming an entertainer. Because Saturdays I was always working. When I was semi-pro, I still worked on Saturday, working at clubs. So I carried on playing wherever I went away on summer seasons. I tried to get in their local side, playing friendly games or whatever. And I played right the way through until I couldn't walk when I got up in the morning after I played. And I played some great games. I've been very, very lucky.
And most entertainers, nearly all entertainers that I know, play golf. So you've got a lot of golfing buddies.
Golf, got a lot of golfing buddies.
Yeah.
Played golf. I was lucky enough to start playing golf because it was a rich man's sport when I was young. It was doctors and solicitors and co that played golf. And I managed to start playing when I was 19. I played pretty well. I could play a bit. And I made a lot of very good friends from golf. But I played football. I played county football as well.
Rob loves his football.
He loves his football. And that's why my knees don't work now.
Yeah.
So I played football all winter, cricket all summer.
But we've got mutual friends, Bob Champion, and we know a lot of fabulous racing people.
Yeah.
You've done shows for racing people.
I have indeed, yeah. Bob Champion's a good mate, yeah.
He is a good mate, yeah.
I've been very lucky.
You've been over to Ireland to do shows with Rob with the sporting people.
I have. I did.
AP McCoy.
AP McCoy's retiring.
I remember, yeah.
AP McCoy, his retiring night. And we got him up on stage and he sang My Way with Rob.
And it was a surprise, wasn't it? He didn't know that.
He didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, it was all the big surprise. You got all the gear over there.
And we covered up all the RW things. So
they didn't know who it was
coming, yeah.
Could have just been a random party band.
Yeah, that's right.
Random singer.
And stayed with JP McMahon.
Right, okay.
Yes, there we are. JP McMahon stayed at his house.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a lovely,
wonderful.
lovely surprise.
Been very lucky, really.
Yeah, you have.
And we're still here.
And we're
Michelle.
still here. We're still doing it.
Yeah.
And now you're.
Well, if we get the chance. if they open some places.
If they open some places, we'll go back to doing it. Yeah. We will.